Namaste and welcome to Siddhi Yoga. My name is Amrita and today we are on the third day of our chakra series. The third chakra is the Manipura or the solar plexus, which is situated below your chest and above your navel center. It represents the power, vitality, self-esteem and manifestation. But yes, the imbalance of this chakra can actually cause many abdominal issues like gas, indigestion, stomach ulcers and many more things. But yes, with the practice of asanas today, we are going to activate this energy which is going to be helpful to boost your confidence, gonna improve your self-esteem, and it is very helpful to make you feel energetic from inner and outer world. If you want to join me every day for yogasana practices, then you can join our 14 days free yoga challenge. Link is in description. Classes are available in both Hindi and English language, which you can practice anywhere, anytime. Now let's get started and take your position. You should be standing on your mats. So here we are ready with placing our mat somewhere at a good space. And better if you can place your mat close to wall, because during some standing asana practices, you can take a really good support through the wall. And then get ready for the prayer, everyone. So you should be standing this time on the middle or on the top of your mat with the feet together or with maintaining a little bit gap between your feet. Then make sure that you're standing really tall and active. Roll your shoulders, stretch your hands by the side. Breathe in. With a breath out, you can gently bend your elbows and join your palms front of your chest in prayer pose. Close your eyes, relax yourself. Prepare yourself for the practice. Try to be really conscious, really aware about this moment. And now, we're gonna begin this session with chanting Om one time. If you're comfortable, then you can chant with me. Otherwise, listen to me carefully and feel the vibration of this chanting. Inhale deeper. Breathe in. With the breath out, bow down your head on your folded palms. Inhale, lift your head up, and then you can come back. Here, now we're gonna start our asana practice. So, first thing here we're doing is actually the pelvic circle. So, let's get ready, everyone. Get ready to activate, to balance your solar plexus chakra, your Manipura chakra. Here, we're gonna move our waist region clockwise direction, and then we're going to do the same rotation anti-clockwise. Just catch your waist with your both hands, then roll your shoulders and bring your elbows close to each other from back. Now you're pushing your waist front, and then slowly start rotating your waist clockwise. Do this easy pelvic circle or the waist rotation. Do it few times. 2, 3, 4 and 5. Gently do it other way around, anti-clockwise. This is a wonderful practice to activate your lower back, your trunk region. 3, 4 and 5. Here we can come in center. This time we are attending the practice of volcano pose. This requires a nice engagement on core, and it is a complete upward extension practice. So for that, I'm just joining my feet together. It's okay to stand with the feet apart initially. And now you are stretching your hands next to your body. Breathe in this time, just raise your arms up. And then with the breath out, you should be releasing your hands down. So you got it right. Let's do it few more times. Let me just show you the practice from this side. Keep engaging your core. Try to pull your kneecaps more. And here, with finding balance, you're raising your arms up. Exhalation, release your hands down. Breathe in again. Breathe out. Breathe in again. Breathe out. Last round. Again, you breathe in. Hold this. 3, 2, and 1. Gently, you can come back from this position. Very nice. This time, we are getting ready for the next practice, which is a standing back bend position. So, you need to stand this time with the feet apart, and now you can again give a support to your back. Here, keep your thumbs in, your fingers out, roll your shoulders. Open your chest again with bringing your elbows close to each other. Push your waist front. Stretch your navel region, your front belly completely out, and then you look up. Hold this, a deep arch if you're comfortable, otherwise, the gentle arch on your back. 3, 2, and then 1. Slowly come here in center. Try rolling your tailbone in. Once again, slight engagement on your core, and then with the feet apart or with the feet together, we are getting ready for the Utkatasana. Let's do it with the movement. Bend your both legs at the knee, and here you can bring your hips down. Make sure here you're not moving your knees too front. Try to move your hips down, roll your tailbone in, release your lower back, and keep holding the engagement on your thighs, on your core, on your hips. If you're comfortable, you can raise your arms up. Hold this. 3, 2, and then 1. Directly, just mind your forearms, maintain a gap between your feet, and get ready for the dangling pose. Push your hips back. Slowly, slowly, we can lean front. Get down, everyone. Just maintain and this upside down position for your heart, for your head. And here, you can slightly suck your belly in, micro bend your legs at the knee. Try leaning little more front. And now we are getting ready for the next practice. Here, come up and attend the practice of warrior with me. We are attending the practice of warrior 1. So for that, we need to stand on the top of our mat. You can take support through the wall. So as I asked you to place your mat close to wall, this time we're going to use it. So just stand with the feet together on the top. You are releasing first your left leg, swing your left leg and step it all the way back. Make sure in this position you are not turning your toes out. Try to turn your toes in and keep turning your trunk also front side. If you're comfortable, you can step your left foot more back, but yes, 2 to 3 feet distance is actually enough. Now you micro bend your right leg. If comfortable, you can bend it more and push your hips down. Hold this position. Here, if comfortable, you can stretch your arms front. Stay here with maintaining again a nice engagement on your core. 3, 2, keep rolling your left thigh more in and try to push your left heel more down. And 1, gently releasing your hands, catching your waist. Straight your right leg, stepping your left foot little in, and then you can bring it all the way front. Here. Let's do this practice from the other side. Bend your right leg at the knee, step your right leg all the way back. Make sure you're not turning your trunk again. So keep it front. And now just keep pulling your right knee up and then you're bending your left leg here. Push your hips more down and keep maintaining your trunk in a line of your hips. Stretch your arms up. If you're comfortable, you can also place your one hand on the wall. You should be stretching your other arm up. So beginners can take support through the wall. Hold it. 3, 2, and 1. Gently come back. Catch your waist, straight your leg, and then you're stepping your right foot slowly in, you bring it front. Come back here. Relax your legs. Okay, now here we are attending the next practice, which is a downward facing dog. So get ready, just bend forward, and then you can place your both hands by the side of your feet. Of course, we can't touch our palms completely down easily, so it's okay to bend your legs first, then you're placing your palms, and now you're stepping your right leg back, your left leg back. Here you're coming in simple downward facing dog position. Lift your hips as high as possible. Press your palms more. Try bringing your heels down and holding this stretch on your back leg. If comfortable, then only. Otherwise, just raise your heels, micro bend your legs at the knee. Try to suck your belly in. Hold this and just hold the attention towards your navel center, your belly region, the Manipura chakra. 3, 2, and 1. And now from here, let's move to the next practice, which is a plank pose. You need to simply shift your weight on your arms and then you're engaging your core. You can look front. Again, you're maintaining a very nice engagement on your core, your belly region. So be here with this engagement. Stay. 3, 2, and 1. Gently drop your knees down, and here you can relax in child pose this time. Drop your forehead down, relax your arms, relax your shoulders, just relax your core, and you are getting ready for the next practice. You can also rotate your wrist region here, in to out sometimes, and then out to in. So if you feel that any kind of stain you're having around your wrist region, then release it. And now we are getting ready for the next practice. Again, we are taking the position of tabletop for this. Here, just come to the tabletop, maintain a gap between your knees and gap between your palms. Then we are coming to the balancing tabletop position. For that, you need to extend your right leg back in a line of your hip. Just point your toes out. With finding balance, shift your weight on your right arm and then try to extend your left arm front. Try to find balance. If you find it difficult, better to just tuck in your left toe. It will give you a better balance. Here you're holding this. Stay. Just maintain your left arm and your right leg in one line. 3, 2, and then 1. You're slowly dropping your left palm and now you're dropping your right knee. Switch the side now. You're extending directly your left leg back. Hold the weight on your left arm and now extend your right arm front. The alternate arm and leg position. Make sure with your right arm extended, you are stretching your left leg back. Then you're holding this. 3, 2, and then 1. Drop your palm, drop your knee, come back again in child pose. You once again can relax your arms, your wrist, your shoulders, and your back. Stay here for a while. Take the breath in and breathe out. Now, let's get ready for the next practice. For that, you need to simply come here in this prone position. Just come to the belly line position, everyone, and then rest your forearms front. Here, you can adjust your elbows underneath your shoulders, spread all your fingers and rest and fix your palms front. Then just roll your shoulders, open your chest, push your navel down towards the mat. Make sure here you're more focusing on your navel center, on your belly, and then you try to push it as down as possible. And then you try to push it completely down towards the mat. Here you again holding the slight engagement around your hip region and your lower back. Just stay here in this Sphinx pose. Stay, maintain a gap between your feet. Hold the more expansion of your heart. 3, 2, and then 1. Now gently come back and take a turn on the side. You should be lay down on your back. Just take your position, adjust yourself on your mats, everyone. This time we are getting ready for the leg raise position. So extend your both legs first. And now with keeping your hands by the side, if you can do it, then great. Otherwise, just adjust your palms underneath your hips here. It will give you more support. Now just slowly lift your right leg a little and then your left leg. This is a nice extended leg position you're holding. If you find it difficult, it's okay. Here with the bend leg position, you can attend this practice easy. So this is the variation of leg raise pose. So extend your legs. You can point your toes out or just flex your toes in. It's okay to keep maintaining micro bend on your knees. 3, 2, and 1. Gently bend your legs, drop your feet down, release your hands, and come back. Relax your belly, relax your core. Here you can feel some activation around your belly region. The kind of fire is generating on your belly. For this practice, you can also take support through the wall. Okay, so here in this half plow pose, you one by one raising your both legs up at 90. Hold this position. You can also give support through your hands and then just stay here. Holding this. Breathe in, breathe out. 3, 2, and 1. Now just bend your both legs and then you can hug your legs here. After this, let's start doing the rolling front and back. So keep hugging your legs. You can roll front on your mat and then you can roll back. Do this rolling few times. 3, 2, and then 1. Now here, as you're coming up, just keep bending your legs and find balance on your hips. Then one by one, you can lift your legs up. You can stretch your hands by the side. The boat pose, Naukasana. If you're comfortable, you can straight your legs. And here you can make a nice boat. Otherwise, just bend your legs. It will help you to find balance easily initially. 3, 2, and 1. Gently drop your feet. Here you can lay down, open your arms by the side, and then twist on the left with dropping your knees on the left side, and then you can drop your knees on the right. The supine spinal twisting, variation second, should be dropping your knees on the left and then on the right. 3, 2, and 1. Gently come back. Okay, here now we can relax in this position. So let's just attend the easy relaxing pose, this Shavasana. Extend your legs, give external rotation to them. Keep your hands by the side, just close your eye. Turn your palms to the ceiling. Just stay calm and take rest for a while. Now here, you can completely be aware about this energy which is generating all around your belly, around your navel center. This is a nice stimulation on your Manipura chakra, the solar plexus. So be here with this sensation. Stay calm, just relax it. And after taking complete rest, let's just slowly come back from this relaxation. Gently move your toes, move your fingers, turn your head left and right, bend your elbows, bind your fingers, turn your palms out and stretch your arms over your head. Bend your legs at the knee. And now you can take a turn on the right with the help of your arms. Come up, sit down with the cross leg position with Sukhasana. Here, after doing the asana practice, we are now can attend one pranayam practice, which is a wonderful pranayam to activate your core region and to stimulate your belly. Here we are doing the Kapalbhati pranayam, the skull shining breath. You need to flap your belly slowly, suck your belly in, then release it. So with the exhalation, try moving your navel in towards your spine. If you know this, if you got it, then continue with me. Otherwise, just relax in the position with closed eyes. Now you can gently rest the back palms over your knees. Keep relaxing your belly more here. And feel how this energy is pulling upward. How this activation on your solar plexus is helping you to improve your overall health. So, keeping your abdominal region healthy, your inner organs healthy, will always help you to balance your physical health, and the guidance of energy centers will always help you to balance your emotional and spiritual health. Now, with holding this beautiful effect, let's do the closing of this session with chanting Om one time and Shanti Patha three times. So, bend your elbows, just join your palms front of your chest. Breathe in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Breathe in deep. Breathe out. Gently bow down your head on your folded palms. Inhale, lift your head up. Rub your palms. Generate the warm energy between your palms. Touch your palms on your eyes. Open your eyes into your palms. Close your eyes. Touch your palms on your face, neck, chest, abdomen, your whole body. Bring your hands back. Make a yoga mudra. Just catch your right wrist with your left palm behind and bow down completely on your mat. Thanks to God to give us this beautiful time to practice yoga. Inhale, come up, head up. Hari Om Tat Sat. So, thank you everyone. Thank you for giving your precious time to me. I hope you enjoy this practice and I hope you're feeling a really nice activation around your core on your solar plexus. I will see you in the next session with more interesting and very useful asana practices. Take care of yourself till then. Hari Om. Namaste.